29 is the mic. Mike 29.
You don't want none. Give it. Pick up the ball.
Hey, easy. Hey, easy.
On first down, Breeze. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The first carry now, this is Alvin Kamara. He's got daylight. 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 63 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Let's make no bones about it. On paper, they're the better team. They're at home. That's a strong opening drive.
And just think how many times we've seen this type of a matchup. Just what you said, better team at home should steamroll them. And we've seen it go the other way. Sometimes, though, they buy into it and understand we are the better team. Let's go out and prove it right now.
Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Jones. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Ready.
47 is the mic.
Watch the run.
Here's Jones. Throwing on 3rd and long. Looking for Shepard deep. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They'll try and throw for it here. And this is incomplete.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way.
Rush in.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. They'll get this out to Barkley complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
At the Saints' 31-yard line.
Go set. 10 over.
What's the run? They're running.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
On 2nd and goal. Jones looking middle, and it's incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal. The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal.
Man up, D. 47's the mark, boy. 47. Check, 47. Hey, Haywood. Here we go. Hey, check. Put up.
From the gun, Jones. The quick slant caught. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right.
And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, they just put a little sizzle in their steak there. First quarter, 4th and goal, run it in. A boost.
I think they showed confidence in their defense by going for it. That's telling their defense, look, we're counting on you guys, and we know that we believe in you because we go for it here. Even if we don't get it, get field position on our side, and you'll stop them. Instead, they put it in the end zone and tally up 6 points.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Breeze. And this is Cook with a grab. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 23.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Breeze now on first down. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And down inside the 15 he goes. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Back to the ground, it's Kamara. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
But we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounce. 8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
Easy, opposite.
From the gun on third down, Breeze. Cook's got it. Touchdown, Saints. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now Jones on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Ready. 18 Gator.
On third down, Jones. And that is incomplete. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Looking to throw. Jones. It's caught. Shepard. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's not.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jones now going to throw again. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Back to throw. Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Jones operating from the gun. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton in the final seconds of the first half, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2.
218, chop, smooth.
Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Now Jones throwing to start the drive. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 38. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. 4th down. Jones. And gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
New York.
Ready.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
You ain't got nothing. Hey, exit. Get it.
Operating from the gun, Jones finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Here we go. 18 Gators. Let's go.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now Saquon Barkley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Hey, Delta. Foxtrot. Ready.
Jones now. Gonna throw on 3rd and goal. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. A 5-yard touchdown catch as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Rosas to add the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Throwing now is Breeze. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. DeAndre Baker, the first corner chosen in this year's draft, there to make the play defensively. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Kill.
So here we go on 4th down with Breeze. And this one complete to Smith. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Barkley. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Giants on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 2. Jones operating from the gun. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Giants have taken the lead. Rosas now to add the PAT. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score Giants 28, Saints 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Ready?
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Here we go, 21.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
Got one. Hey, easy.
Mike 29. I don't think you got it, son.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 49-yard line.
Hey, easy. Motion. 11. Ready, take.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Breeze, it's caught. Smith, the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 45 yards.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score game.
29 is the mic.
They'll run it with Kamara, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Hey, easy.
Motion.
Easy, opposite.
Back to throw, Breeze. That is caught. Traquan Smith. Touchdown, Saints. A 1-yard touchdown pass as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. A very important extra point there, up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. The little clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Second and 10. It's hauled in by Shepard. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 45-yard line.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
8-3. Chopper.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 32-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. This is Shepard on the catch. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now here's a timeout as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. And right now it all rests on the right foot of Aldrick Rosas. And his kick is right there. It's good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
Davis and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long.
Not a day in my life, as long as my dogs stay by my This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And off we go from Lambeau. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Ready? 95-56.
It's just me and you.
Hey, easy. Motion. 42-26.
On first down, Breeze. And Josh Hill has it. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On second down, Kamara. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 41-yard line. So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 41. Breeze here finding Kamara. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Sammy! Hey, easy.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And Gibbs got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 16. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
But if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Yellow waiting.
Here we go, G. Here I come again.
Hey, easy.
Here I come again.
To throw on second and 6. Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Ready? You ready? 42. You ain't doing nothing. Here we go. You ain't doing nothing today.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Easy. 14.
Now Breeze toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Breeze now to throw. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the 1st.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
319. Check, 47. We ain't giving up nothing today.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Blue 58. Ricky. Over. Flip again.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job is a little bit easier.
He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. There he goes, right side. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. How about that for a little jolt right before intermission?
You talk about taking momentum into the half with you, and so many teams have an emphasis on trying to score in the last 2 minutes of a half to carry that with them. It's not often talked about scoring on defense, though. That's extra mo.
And now they may take the lead into the locker room as well. Extra point up and good by Crosby, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
Here we go. Hey, orbit. Hey, easy.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Blake Martinez, the linebacker, was there in coverage to disrupt. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Ready? 95-56. Let's go. Hey, easy. Check.
From the gun, it's Breeze. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. To throw is Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Rodgers now to throw. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
They can't hang with us.
Check 52.
Now Jones. Shifts by him at the 25. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they'll go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Rip left.
To throw again. Rodgers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Cameron Jordan. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
If there's any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Snap comes at 1. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return, Harris. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. On 2nd and 12, Breeze. And some room to run now. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time, and that's another great play to come away with the football.
On the sneak, Rodgers. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Rodgers taking it in. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Now this time Rodgers will throw. That's caught. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They go play action here on first down. Ginn has it complete. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now Breeze. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Breeze now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 19. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Breeze, maybe a free play. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Breeze. This is caught by Ginn. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Breeze to another longtime vet, Ginn, for the New Orleans first.
Ready?
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Kill. Here we go.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and goal. So it'll be 2nd and goal when we return. We've played 3 quarters. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Hey, easy. I got you, boy. Living. Hey, wahoo.
Throwing now is Breeze. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Easy. Bravo.
Breeze now on 3rd and goal. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 5. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Hey, 5-8.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. On the tackle that time, Dean Lowry.
It's a gain of 5.
Two kill.
At the 35-yard
Alpha.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Breeze out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. Kamara's got the 1st down and then some. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Running with Kamara. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, echo. Hey, easy. Watch the screen.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Breeze. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
Here we go. 11. Go. 42 the mic, boy. 42 the mic. I'm here all day.
Breeze going to go on 4th down. And this is Cook with a grab. And he will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but Very little reason to use him at this point. And they work this out past the 25. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. A hat tip to P.J. Williams there defensively, making sure that one didn't find its target. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Rodgers looking to throw. And that's complete to Adams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Jones. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 44 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point try now for Crosby. And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Next to score, Packers 22, Saints 3.
And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more
under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Give the sack to Blake Martinez.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. One final try here for Breeze. This is complete to Michael Thomas. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter.